Welcome back to the Kaspa Silver YouTube channel. In today's video, I got some news topics to talk to you about and some other information about Kaspa. But to begin, let's go ahead and take a look at the price action. And as you could tell, everyone knows this now. Kaspa is just absolutely tearing it in the market and has just recently got to about 4 cents. What was it? 415 for the high. Our resistance is the all-time high being 427. Kaspa is blowing a lot of people away, like many people have been calling for. And as always, I've always just been dollar cost averaging in. I didn't really care where the price was. I've always just been buying since the bottom over here. I've been doing videos about it and giving you guys educational content to hopefully build that conviction into an investment, because honestly, the price speaks for itself, and I'm not really too concerned about that. Recently, I have sold all my Bitcoin and put it into Kaspa. I did that like earlier this past week, and it was a little bit lower than this. And I just did that based on my conviction for Kaspa. I've done my research. I've done my due diligence. All the research is going to be on this channel pretty much, and I really believe in the project of the future for Kaspa. I think it's revolutionizing the space, and there's really nothing that comes close to it other than Bitcoin, in my opinion. And Bitcoin's cool and all, but honestly, when I think about it, it's just like this is an absolute gem, in my opinion. And I believe that this is going to be a great investment for my financial situation. And just remember that whatever I do with my money is just my opinion and what I want to do with my money and just how I'm strategizing with it. I still hold stocks. I still have a ton of cash. I'm in a really good financial situation to make that kind of decision. But please, do your research and be safe. Make sure that when you are investing into anything, you're not going all in. You're not using money that you're going to need next month, next year, or really anytime soon for that matter. When you invest into something, it's typically with a 2-year, 5-year outlook. You're thinking long term. You don't need this money. If it goes to zero, it doesn't set you back financially. And that's the big thing. If my portfolio was to go to zero in crypto or in any of my investments, it doesn't set me back financially. Like full disclosure, like I still live with my parents right now. I don't have any bills. So that puts me in a situation where I can make these more riskier bets because I've set myself up to not have any debt, to not have any of those liabilities in my life at the moment, so that I can actually set myself up to take these high risk at my young age and hopefully come out winning in the future if the investment proves successful. But as always, as any investment, you got to be able to willing to lose all your money. So just please be careful. The euphoria and the greed for Kaspa is like at an all-time high right now. It's moving insanely, and obviously nothing goes up forever. Always expect corrections, and just be safe out there with your investment, man, because the last thing I want is for people to get wrecked, putting in money that they were not willing to lose, and also they don't understand their investment, because you don't really lose until you sell. And when the price goes down in anything, you gotta understand the fundamentals and what you're holding. That's what's gonna make the difference between a true investor and a person who's basically a trader or slash gambler and is not really understanding what they're doing with their money. So let's continue here with the price. So far, Kaspa is right now at rank 58 based on market cap. You can see it's around $783 million at market cap. The balances with over a million Kaspa is at a all-time high, currently sitting at around 2535, and it's up in the past 24 hours. 13 more addresses were added on for addresses with over a million Kaspa. Our hash rate has been skyrocketing, which is kind of the reason why the price kind of follows that most of the time. Currently sitting at 2.44 petahashes. And currently we're about to approach 70% mined for Kaspa in 14 days. The next reward is going to be 185 Kaspa per block. So the reward for miners is going to drop in value. So just remember That comes in 14 days. Looking at our top addresses, nothing really much has changed over here. We could see that there is still no more Aquaman holding Kaspa. Mexi is still the number one holder, currently holding close to 5% of the supply, and then just a ton of more exchanges. No new addresses have popped up here recently, even with the rise in price. Nothing has really changed much. The top 10 addresses has grown a lot more. It was at 16, but it went back up to 17, meaning that more Kaspa is on exchanges. So I highly recommend, guys, if you are holding on an exchange, please do yourself a favor and consider getting a hardware wallet, either Tangem or OneKey, or using the Caspian wallet, the KDX wallet. There's a ton of different solutions. I have a playlist on my channel. If you look at my playlist, I have a where to hold your Kaspa. You can watch those videos and make your decision for yourself. I do have links down below for codes that get you like 10% off or 5% off for different wallets like Tangem or OneKey. So go ahead and do check out those links if you do want a wallet to hold your Kaspa offline, off of exchanges, so you don't have to worry if the exchanges goes down, you still have your Kaspa, because when it's not your keys, it's not your coins. So make sure you are self-custodying your crypto. That should always be a standard. And so let's continue with more news here. Big news from the Kaspa community. We're crowdfunding for a browser wallet extension, giving you secure and convenient online storage for your Kas with user-friendly features, merchant mode, and more. Join us and help us make this game changer a reality. So this is a crowdfund, and just this is because Kaspa is fully fair launch, community funded. We need to do crowdfunds so that we can do more developments. So if you really want to contribute to the future of Kaspa, you can do so by heading over to the Discord. This is a really good place to get involved with the Kaspa community and do your part in helping the community grow. And so in short, this fund is aimed to back up creation of a browser extension wallet of Kaspa, MetaMask-like, supporting Firefox and Chromium-based browsers. It should implement all the basic wallet functionality as well as contact book, user settings, website to wallet communication API, and merchant mode. See vote above for details. And this was voted upon, and we all voted that this is a good idea. The goal is to raise 750,000 Kaspa. Mind you, this Kaspa that was chosen, 750,000 Kaspa. This was selected when Kaspa was sitting on around 2 cents. So it's currently doubled that. So it pretty much does not even need that much anymore. This is the donation address right here. So if you do want to take a look at that donation address, this is the link right here. Let's see how much currently has been funded. About 36,000 Kaspa has been given for this funding, which is really good and solid. So if you do want to contribute to that to help the community grow, I think a wallet extension on Chrome would be actually very, very good for users, so that there is more options on holding your Kaspa off exchanges. So another awesome news is we have a new integration with a software that allows for e-commerce to use cryptocurrency on their stores. So we have currently got integrated with Now Payments. So Now Payments is the leading crypto payment gateway, allowing all kinds of e-commerce to accept crypto as a payment or donation globally. The service has 70 plus cryptos and fiat conversion available. It is fully non-custodial, doesn't hold any limits, and has the most competitive fees on the market. And they have a whole entire article designated for Kaspa and unlocking the potential of Kaspa with Now Payments. And this is really, really good news for the adoption of Kaspa to allow more merchants to actually accept Kaspa, since Kaspa is supposed to be the leading payment layer for settlements and just a different accessibility for the globe to actually help us reach mass adoption. So you could see that accepting cash payments allow you to diversify your payment options and tap into a growing market of users who value the benefits of digital currencies. With cryptocurrencies gaining mainstream acceptance, customers actively seek business that offer alternative payment methods, lower transaction fees, and higher profits. So traditional payment methods often come with high transaction fees eating into your profits. However, cash payments offer lower fees compared to conventional processors, allowing you to maximize your revenue. Whether you run a small business or a large enterprise, accepting cash payments can help you optimize your expenses and increase your bottom line. Swift settlements for enhanced cash flow. And this to me is probably like one of the best utilities for Kaspa is being a settlement layer, because it's super fast and super cheap. You could say goodbye to waiting for funds to clear through the traditional banking system. With cash payments, transactions are processed on the Kaspa blockchain, enabling near instant settlements. As a merchant, this means you can receive funds in your preferred currency quickly, enhancing your cash flow and reducing the risk of payment delays. Global accessibility for expanded reach. CAS is a decentralized cryptocurrency that transcends geographical boundaries. By accepting CAS payments, you can tap into a global customer base without the need of complex cross-border payment systems. This opens up new opportunities for your business to expand its reach and connect with customers from all corners of the world. And more adoption like this is just proving how Kaspa is trying to attempt to be that digital silver in the space, and being more like cash, being a payment system. And currently Kaspa adoption rate has been insane. And we can also see that we are slowly finally creeping up and beating Litecoin, which is the first proof of work coin that basically is competing with Kaspa. Litecoin has, I think, about blocks every 2.5 minutes, and Kaspa has a block every 1 second, about to upgrade to 10 blocks per second. But you could see that based on emissions of mining emissions in the past 24 hours, Kaspa is now leading Litecoin as the number 3 proof of work coin that is leading with emission rate. So currently $673,000 worth of emissions is coming out of Kaspa, and Bitcoin's putting out 27.42 million, with Dogecoin at 977K, and then Kaspa is here number 3. And this has kind of been going up and down, but ultimately I think beating Litecoin would require us beating them in market cap, and you could see that currently we're number 7 at 786 million. So to beat Litecoin, we would need to get to that 6.84 billion. Would be really cool to see, because that is mainly our first competitor, because Litecoin was also advertised as a type of silver in the digital space, but really did not hold up to that, because Litecoin is still basically super slow. In the world of the internet now, 2.5 minutes for a confirmation is really not that fast. Kaspa is over here revolutionizing the space and bringing in 1 block per second speeds, and soon 10 blocks per second. And the goal is to eventually someday even hit 100 blocks per second, which would be insane. Lastly, this kind of goes back to what I was talking about in the beginning of the video, but I made this tweet just talking about how people continue to ask me, what is my price prediction? And I'll continue to tell you guys, I do not know. My channel was purposely built to educate people on what I think is the greatest crypto project since Bitcoin. If you want confirmation bias and people telling you you will be rich, then there are other channels for that. I believe a price prediction does not help you at all. Buying an investment simply because someone said they think it will go to whatever is probably the worst way to invest possible. I say this all the time. Kaspa will win with education. Why? Because when it does not perform where you thought it would, because someone told you it will, you understand what you hold on a whole other level. The in-depth research I do should hopefully teach you what you should be doing when you invest in any other project or asset in the stock market or anything like that in the space, because I value my money and where I put it. Thanks for the incredible support. I will always keep it real and give you serious opinion and education on Kaspa. Don't be average, be different. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new around here. And as always, don't be average, be different.